Happy Sunday, basketball fans. Hope you're having a great day, Grind Nation, as we get set for our 12th and final game here, JP. We started at 3:15 on Friday afternoon, and we're wrapping things up here with the home team, the Spire Academy women's basketball team. You can see from the picture on your screen, they are in the red uniforms today, but we are going to call them the home team because they are playing at home, and they'll be taking on the Academy of Central Florida, Carlos Figueroa and his team. And I was talking with Coach Mike Dooley before the game, and he said, you know, they are scrappy. We saw a little tape. They're good. They're scrappy. And he knows he's in for a battle today against this Academy of Central Florida team. So they'll be in the white, the Spire, and we got to get them a mascot. We got to get the Spire a mascot. They are in the red, and they are led by number 15 in the red jersey there. She might be a candidate for our all-hair team. We're talking about Peanut Cradle. And when you see her play, you will know exactly who we're talking about.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a really exciting game.
Here she
Finish
is.
up the weekend with this game is going to be real exciting here.
Got a little bit of a home crowd. There's that backdoor cut, Hennis, from Frankie McLean and the home team with a 2-0 lead.
They didn't waste time on that.
Three-point field goal, Genesis Flores. No offensive rebound, Gabriela Bronal, and she's fouled. And there's a young lady to keep your eye on for the Academy of Central Florida, 6'2" senior. She's out of Paraguay, and she is going to play basketball next year at Bradley. Great young lady. Got to know her last year a little bit during the championships in Lawrence, Kansas. And speaking that broken English, there are so many ladies on this Academy of Central Florida team that are not Americans, that's for sure. Oh, and we've got a violation. So before she was able to shoot the second one, Alba Lamuna ran out of the key, then turned around and ran back in, so that's going to be a violation on White. And Gabrielle will not get that second free throw, so 2-1 our score.
Yeah, we talk about the grind session being international, and this team has definitely got international flair.
Yeah. Here's Peanut. She is such a good player. Going to Louisville next year. 4-1 our score. We played a minute. Quarter number 1 here. Here's Gabriella. She's just going to go straight line drive. Left hand, no. Those are killers if you're not just Central Florida. If you're Spire, anybody, you've got to make those layups. She's got good footwork inside. She got that one. And Gigi is going to have to guard her.
And Central Florida looks like they're dumping the ball early to the big girl.
Yeah, they've got a couple of good bigs, and there's jumper from Zing in the corner. 7-3 our score.
I don't see either team playing zone today. I think it's going to be...
Here's Alba. Turnover.
Man on man, woman on woman today.
I mean, Peanut, you got to go until the defense stops you. Nobody stopped the ball. Here's Zing. She's a good player, too. Here's Peanut. Peanut going to Louisville. Look at her turn that corner. She's fouled. And good. Bucket went. Foul on Genesis Flores. Oh, no, they're going to call that foul.
I think we're going to see a great matchup today, Peanut versus Flores.
Well, we've got a couple of really good guards in Viveros and Flores for the Academy of Central Florida, and they're going to have their hands full with Peanut. Peanut with the free throw, the three-point play, and it's 10-3. Spire, ladies in red. Now they get a little pressure on you. And this Academy of Central Florida team is well coached. They'll get in a press offense, and here's Gabrielle. Back out to Flores. Alba from the corner. No. That rebound will carry him out of bounds. And the home team, red, up 10-3, 6:35 to go first period. Here's Peanut going to Louisville. We've talked about her. Here's Gigi. Young lady going to VCU. There's Frankie. She's going to Albany. This is a loaded roster for Spire. Inside. Here's Lauren. Oh, there's a good move. Step through in a bucket. That's Lauren Toribio.
She's had a good weekend of basketball.
Yep. There's Gabriella with a rebound, and the Golden Bulls will push it. And there's that high-low that they tried to get out of the break situation, and Maddie Zing able to get that hand on the dribble and knock it out of bounds. So 10-5. Academy of Central Florida basketball. Here's Flores. That's long.
Flores was looking for a foul right there.
And it's the rebound in Peanut. She can shoot it. There is not a weakness in her game. Louisville has got a gem. She is going to be fun to watch. Keep an eye on her when we talk about players to watch. And there's Alba out to Viveros. She'll drive it. And a foul. No shot. They're going to call that on the floor. It'll be the second team foul on Spire. They lead 13-5 with 5:13 to play. Look at all those 5s and 13s and 3s up there. Look at that.
Play the lottery.
13-5 with 5:13. I'm going to go play the lottery, and I'm picking 13-5. 55. 33.
3 timeouts each. Got a nice crowd.
Yeah, the home team draw here today. And there's Lauren. Good defense by Gigi. She's just going to go. And the easy layup. And we mentioned that, you know, some of these Spire girls with the commits, we've got college coaches in the audience here today watching these very talented young ladies play basketball. And there's going to be a tie-up. That's great defense. Hannah Campbell tying up Toribio, so it'll be possession will stay Academy of Central Florida. Somebody switch the arrow for me over there. There's Gabriella. And a jump ball, and it'll go Spire possession. 15-5, the score early here. Boy, Genesis Flores played as good a defense as you could on somebody there, and she got a great shot off.
That was good defense.
There's Lamuna. That high-low not there that time. There's Viveros trying to turn the corner, but good defense by Spire. Flores misses. Lamuna the rebound. Viveros of the drive. And a kick ball.
Peanut's laughing. She knew she kicked that ball.
So if that, I was going to say, if that was 2.4, the shot clock resets to 14, 3:51 to go in the period. 15-5 is our score. Inside, Gabriella. That was way off the mark. Here's Lauren, shot clock at 3. somebody better shoot it. They think because the shot went up that it hit something, so that's just great defense by Spire. Poor recognition by the ladies from the Academy of Central Florida to not know that shot clock was winding down. You can just tell from watching these girls play how well coached they are at Spire. Peanut cross court to Gigi. That's a long three. Hennis the rebound. Didn't get to go, but she was fouled and will go to the free throw line.
We got some great matchups on the floor right now. You got guards, quick guards on both teams. You got bigs on both squads.
A lot of talent out there. That Spire team is really good. And they're missing the number one player in the country, so says ESPN and Rivals. Sanaya Hall, commit to University of Southern California. And she's a McDonald's All-American and injured. So 16-5, one of the two free throws. So Spire with a double-digit lead early here.
Yeah, you mentioned Hall going to USC. She's going to be able to play with Juju.
Yeah. Oh, that's a great look ahead. Campbell rebound. Kick to the corner, no. Good job of screening out there. And Central Florida will come. They'll get a rebound and they will go. There was Bertel with it and fouled.
And Coach Dooley's out at half court, high-fiving and all his players right now.
So timeout on the floor. We'll take a break. 16-5, 2:45 to go first quarter. This is the grind session. All right, after the timeout, it'll be Academy of Central Florida basketball. They trail 16-5 in this one. Florida needs to make a shot. Here's Lauren on the inside. Shot clock's going to wind down. Somebody's got to shoot it. And a foul. Oh, wow. That was a, I don't want to say a bailout, just really at the end of the shot clock there.
Central Florida's been stuck on 5 points for a bit. They need a bucket right here.
Spire plays great defense. They are rebounding the basketball, so they limit you to one opportunity. Inside to Lauren. This is where they've got to make some hay if you're Academy of Central Florida. Bertel on the drive. No.
They're getting shots up. They're just not falling right now.
Gigi the rebound, handed off to Peanut. On the drive, the kick. Campbell the offensive rebound, and then she dribbled it. And we've got a jump ball. It'll be Spire basketball. 10 on the shot clock. They lead 16-5 in this one, playing great defense. JP just said Academy of Central Florida can't get a shot to fall.
We need to get a mascot name for Spire. I mean, we got Peanut, Gigi.
There's Hennis on the inside. And Gabrielli inside. Coach Dooley over there playing great defense. We're going to get an illegal screen. Blocking foul, illegal screen on Gabriela Bernal. Peanut with 8 points in the ball game, 18-5 our score. As Gabriela playing defense, Viveros will pick up that loose ball, pushes, and finally, Flores with the layup. And Central Florida gets off of that 5 mark. Here's Gigi from the top. And that's going to stay Spire basketball. 13 on the shot clock. 1 minute, 60 seconds to play here in quarter number 1. Our final ball game of the weekend, the home team getting to wrap things up on their home floor, the Cavalier Court. There's Frankie. Inside to Gigi. And she's going to be fouled, I think, from behind by Lauren. So if they call that, yep, they did. They called that on Toribio. So Gigi will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Gianelle Eamon Quist is Gigi's full name. She is from Quebec City in Canada. That is a beautiful town. I got to spend a little time in Quebec City this summer. She is going to VCU to shoot that left-handed free throw next year. 20-7, our score. 54 seconds to go. Full court pressure here by Spire. Just kind of man pressure, so inbound the ball and clear out. And that's a violation.
Spire's playing great defense right now.
They get after it. You better match their energy or you're going to get run right out of this Cavalier Court gym.
They're forcing jump balls, turnovers, 8-second violation.
And here's Peanut. And they're guarding Peanut. Look at, oh, there's a foul. There's going to be a foul on Peanut. And that was just a frustration foul. That's a great call by that official. Because Genesis Flores is guarding her like she's Kobe. And she just got a little frustrated because Genesis out here at the free throw line was screening her out like it was a rebound. And Peanut just put 2 hands in her back and pushed her.
And Peanut's talking to the ref, telling the ref that she's grabbing my jersey.
Yeah.
So.
And you better do all that grabbing jersey and holding and all of those things. So not an intentional foul or anything like that, just a basketball play. And it'll be foul on, and that'll be the 5th team foul. So we're not shooting free throws or anything. And here's Viveros. 26 seconds to go. Inside to Lauren. Great help defense by Spire. Shot clock at 3. So 8.9. No shot clock. The Golden Bulls will get 1 more, maybe 2 more chances to score here. Into Flores. Plenty of time. Viveros. Now they got to go. 3, 2.
Great defense.
Great first quarter by the home team. Spire with a 13-point lead. They lead 20-7 after the first 9 minutes. Back with the second quarter. You're watching Grind Session Basketball, the YouTube channel, Power Conference Hoop, women's style. This is the Grind Session. Well, we can hear head coach Carlos Figueroa in the huddle at the end of the first quarter. Let's see if he's inspired his girls from the Academy of Central Florida. He was in their business, should I say. Here's Vivaros on the drive, and that's going to be out of bounds off of Spire.
He is definitely doing some coaching this morning.
Just wasn't happy with the effort. You could hear him across the gym just saying that they didn't come out ready to play, that they weren't, they just weren't ready, and now they've got to come from behind and play, and there's going to be a tie-up as Spire continues that great defense. They lead 20-7 in this one. And here's Zing. She'll get it up over the timeline. Gigi the drive, the pull-up, mid-range jumper. She's just a good player. 22-7 our score. Here's Viveros. Horns look from the Golden Bulls. Lauren drives, gets the layup. Toribio.
Flores is doing a good job on Peanut.
Yeah. And Frankie McLean knocks down a triple. They've got weapons. You want to take Peanut away? We've got Gigi. We've got Frankie. And here's Lauren on another drive. No foul. Official says defense was straight up. And there's Elizabeth. Good block. Gabriella. Defense, the Academy of Central Florida this time. And there's that high-low.
Oh.
Peanut saw it coming. She's watched enough film. Up and under. No. Viveros the rebound. Three-point field goal. Flores finally gets one to go down. Genesis draws her club 13 points closer. 3 points closer. Now down 13. And Zing with a spin move in the key. It knocks down the jumper and a timeout by Spire. We've played 2 minutes. 7 minutes to go here first half. 27-12. It was 20-7. So 7-5. Spire Academy winning this quarter. JP, you got any scores on the boys' side? We had a couple of boys' games back on the red court here at Spire Academy.
Yeah, red court, we've had a couple blowouts this morning.
Ooh.
First game, 9 a.m. Polaris National beat West United. Both teams from Canada. It was Polaris National 80-43. And then Spire National picked up a game at 10:30, and they beat Code Academy from Canada 95-50.
Ooh.
So,
yeah, we want to thank the folks here. We were talking earlier in our broadcast. Athletic Director Jeff Gonzalez sitting over here next to me on my left, and Head Coach Mike Dooley, Nick Love, the Assistant Athletic Director, for their hospitality and everything that they've done this weekend. And we had a team pull out the morning of the event, not able to get here for transportation purposes, and Spire picked up some games and helped us out a ton by putting a team together and picking up a couple of games because teams sign up, they want to come and play. You tell them they're going to get some games, and then somebody bows out and things get kind of crazy, and Spire really helped us out this weekend by getting some teams, a varsity team, post-grad teams. Here's Gabriella inside that kind of filled some empty game slots for us, so we appreciate the heck out of that. So everybody could get the games that we told them they could play.
Yeah, and it's a great opportunity for Spire to play some international teams and on their home court.
Play grind session rules. That's one of the things that I was thinking about with Coach Mike Dooley, playing on the grind session for the first time, getting to play, grind session rules, 8 seconds in the backcourt, 24-second shot clock. Here's Lauren on the inside. She gets that to go. So a quick 4-0 run here for Academy of Central Florida. You better get back on defense. Hennis misses, got her own rebound, missed again. And here comes the Golden Bulls.
Flores pushing it up.
And that's just got to be a better pass right there. And you could see Coach Carlos Figueroa telling her that. We had a mismatch with Bernal on the inside against Peanut, and a good pass and catch there, and maybe Central Florida gets a bucket. 27-16, 18 seconds on the shot clock, 5:50 to go.
I would have liked to seen a bounce pass right there.
And that's exactly what Coach told her to do. Here's Lauren. Gabriella was wide open inside. Viveros on the drive. Alba inside to Gabriella. Spin move. Got it. Those two big girls got some footwork, good footwork on the inside. They don't always finish like you hope, but they do get good shots in there. And there's Viveros. Boy, that's just great hustle on the defense. There's Flores. Offensive rebound, no foul. Woo.
Flores usually makes that shot.
Zena on the drive. Gabriella, another rebound. She needs to find a guard. There you go. Viveros ahead. Flores from the corner. No. Woo. That would have been huge if that goes for Central Florida. 27-18. Gabriella with good defense. Peanut on the drive. Here's Genesis Flores pushing it. Great defense there by Zena. And that's just a low pass to a big girl. That's a tough catch. And a foul on Viveros. Carlos talking to Genesis Flores about an entry pass, and we were talking about it on a broadcast yesterday, kind of a lost art in the game of basketball, not just ladies basketball, but that entry pass into the post, getting an angle and taking a dribble to your left or your right so that you get a better angle to get that pass in there to the low block to the big girls. Here's Gigi against Gabriella. That's a good matchup. Gigi with the mid-range jumper. She can score from two levels. 29-18. Here's Horn's look for the Golden Bulls. Here's Lauren. Hands that off to Genesis. She traveled. Woo. Here's Gabriella. 6 on the shot clock. You got to do something. Genesis. Viveros, the floater. Gabriella, the rebound and the putback.
Big rebound putback right there.
29-20 our score.
Cuts the lead to 9.
3:40 to go, first half. Spire Academy, the host school, in the red. And there's going to be an and one opportunity, and they're going to say Gabriella just moved over in front. Going to be a blocking foul. The bucket counts, and Zena Al-Karain will go to the free throw line to shoot one time for a old-fashioned three-point play. That's the only way you could get a three-point play back in the day when I played, JP. You had to make your free throw. 32-20. Spire up by 12. Here comes a double team. They got to hurry to get the ball across half court. I don't get that call. The ball was not in the back court. They got the ball up. So it'll be Spire basketball.
I believe that's their third 8-second violation right there. 2 or 3.
There's Peanut looking inside to Gigi, and we're going to get a foul on Genesis Flores. That'll be the third team foul on the Golden Bulls. No team fouls on Spire so far in this second quarter. And Peanut begging for a call again. You got a running dialogue going with the official. 32-23, 18 to go. Here's Cradle. GG the basketball. And another foul on Genesis Flores. And she's going to come out of the game. That may be 3 fouls on her. Grind session, you get 6 as an individual. Talking earlier about Coach Dooley and playing grind session rules, that's one of the things that is a little different than most people. 6 individual fouls before you are disqualified on the grind. There's Gabriella with the rebound off the Hannes miss.
I'm looking across the court, and Coach Carlos is talking to Flores right now, telling her that she needs to stay focused.
Valveros, no good.
Because like you said, CJ, I believe she's got 3 fouls.
Yeah.
And she hit her elbow.
Elbow or shoulder,
Yeah.
Something's going on over there. We have a trainer. Here's Frankie. No good. Rebound coming down to Toribio. Can she shoot it from deep? She traveled. She certainly did that. And then she, out of frustration, slung the basketball and then immediately went to the official and said, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. She's just upset with herself, not officiating or any of that kind of stuff. 32-20, 2:33 to go.
That is traveling in Geneva.
Yeah, that's traveling everywhere, I think. They'll get that pass at the elbow to Gigi. She turns and fires to the left corner. And there's Clarissa Hannes with the jumper, and it's a 15-point lead now. They led by 13 after the first quarter. Here's Viveros. Alba in the corner, cross court. Long jumper. They're just not getting anything to fall. That's Bertel on the miss, and they're getting one chance, one opportunity. Ball knocked out of bounds by the Golden Bulls. So it'll be Spire basketball, 1:53 to go in the half. 16 on the shot clock. A little two-man game here, Peanut and Gigi. Rebound Lauren. Inside, Gabriella. And that's great help defense by Maddie Zing. I'm not sure who the foul is on. And it is going to be on Maddie.
Gabrielle better get used to that because she's going to see a lot of that at the next level.
She'll be playing in the Missouri Valley Conference, and she's going to see a double team or two. So 14 on the shot clock, 1:37 to go first half. It'll be Central Florida basketball, just the first foul on Spire here in the second period. Here's Viveros. Trying to get the ball inside to Gabriella, and they do. She turns wide open cross court, and they just can't hit a jump shot. They are getting great looks. They just haven't knocked anything down. Here's Gigi on the inside, and she's double teamed by the two bigs. Gabriella going to be called for the foul. And Coach Figueroa says, yeah, you did. And Gigi muscles that one up and scores, and they lead by 17. Biggest lead of the contest for Spire. Free throw off the mark. Viveros the rebound. Now let's see if they don't have that high low. There we go. There's Gabriella. Has that knocked away from her by Campbell.
Gabriella's playing a little bit of guard right there.
She traveled. That's crazy travel. That's absolutely the right call. Alba Lamuna, junior out of Sweden with the turnover there. So 104. Peanut will inbound it to Zena. And there's a foul, and we're shooting free throws. That's going to be on Curran Bertel. Talking about international basketball, we were talking earlier about the Academy of Central Florida. They've got a couple of ladies from Colombia, Puerto Rico, Sweden, Mexico, Uruguay, Switzerland, France, Croatia, and Paraguay.
Did we miss anybody?
Seriously? I don't know how many languages Carlos has to learn over there. So 1 of 2 from the free throw line, Central Florida basketball. They trail by 18 with 35 seconds to go in the half. There's a steal by Zena. And she goes the distance. Alcarain with the layup, and it's 40-20. Spire has doubled up the Golden Bulls here. That's good ball movement. Now they got to knock a shot down. No, can't get it. Campbell. They've got time. They've got a couple of seconds. And that'll do it. A great first half for the home team. They scored 20 in the first quarter. They got 20 in the second quarter. And they lead this one 40-20. Both teams will talk it over. Some strategy. We'll be back in about 7 minutes with our final half. Oh, look at, we got somebody mopping the floor up over there. Am I going to pay for that? Do I have to pay for that?
I don't know.
Is that on the maintenance?
I don't know, but I'm trying to see what jersey he has on.
He's number 1.
He just picked up a football.
Oh, he's a Buckeye. He's gone. He's
a Buckeye.
Future Buckeye. That'll do it. We'll be back in about 7 minutes with second half action. Keep it here. This is the grind session.
Strive for greatness. Strive for greatness. Strive for greatness. Strive for greatness.
Uh-oh, here you go. Showtime. Whoa! Oh, man.
Strive for greatness. Strive for greatness.
Opportunity
Tell us about your experience with the grind session. That game was a grind session game. Tell us about grind session. What was that like?
Grind session is the best. I see the best of the best every weekend. Every time I fly out, just know that you have to bring your A game. Because the dudes on the teams are stacked. You know, and that's their job. They come out for a scholarship, they want to get looked at, make their families proud. Most of these dudes, that's the only thing they got is basketball, so they're gonna come at you. When we both playing, I'm the same person as you. We both bleed, we both shed blood. Players like that, you have to watch out for. And you have to bring your A game always. That's when my journey began.
Welcome back in, basketball fans. Happy Sunday. Appreciate you spending part of your weekend with us here on the Grind Session YouTube channel. We are coming to you from Spire Academy in Geneva, Ohio. women's basketball grind session power conference style. And this first half was all home team. Mike Dooley and his Spire Academy squad with a 40-20 lead over the Academy of Central Florida. And JP, some numbers?
I do have some numbers for you. Spire Academy, we've got Gigi. She has 10 points, 6 rebounds. Teresa Hennis has 8 points. And Peanut has 8 points for Spire Academy.
So good balance there, 10 and a couple with 8.
And for Central Florida, we have Lorne with 8 points. And then Gabrielle has 7 points, 8 rebounds.
All right, so the two bigs playing big for Central Florida. They've got to get some guard play and just can't make a shot. Central Florida just unable to knock down a shot in that first half. So no coffee drinking. Right now we got you see the official running across there. He went to Starbucks, but he didn't get us anything.
Yeah.
We didn't get anything. He comes back with 1 cup of coffee.
Well, when he comes over and sees it empty, he'll know why.
Yeah.
Okay?
We got a straw.
And he's laughing because he can hear us.
He'll come back and there'll be a straw in that coffee. That's what'll happen. So here we go, second quarter action, and just right out of the chute, Central Florida turns it over, and Carlos just shakes his head and goes and sits down. You talk about coming out ready to play. You've got to do this. You've got to do that. And you make one pass, and it goes right through the hands, and it's a turnover. And here's Spire. And you can't give Spire that many opportunities. You've got to take advantage. Possessions have to be valuable. And there's Maddie Zing with the first bucket of the second half, and the largest lead of the contest, 42-20. Spire by 22.
You know, speaking of Carlos, I spoke with him this morning before the game, and I asked him what they do yesterday on their day off. He said, nothing. We rested. He said, we're going somewhere this afternoon. And he said, they're going to go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I told him, make sure you go to the drum section, and I need somebody to learn the guitar so we can start a band, and we're going to call it the Unknowns.
A little grind jamming going on over there?
Grind jamming.
Oh, there's that high-low. And another turnover. The first 3 possessions of the second half, Academy of Central Florida turned it over. They haven't gotten a shot off yet. And there's Peanut. She'll shoot it, and she's fouled.
You cannot make turnovers against Spire because they will make you pay.
Just, you've had 3 possessions down here, and you haven't gotten a shot. Spire has had 2 possessions, and they've scored 4 points. On their third possession, they were fouled, so Peanut will go to the free throw line. And she knocks down the first. She has 9 points in the ball game now, and it's 45-20. This has been all home team. Where's our announcer today? We didn't, know, and we give him some pub and a little love yesterday, and no introductions today. He must have been in church or something and not able to attend the game. Here's Flores. She pulls up short, knocks that down, and first shot of the half for Central Florida is good. Right back at you, Frankie McLean. Young lady from Wisconsin going to Albany. I like her. I like her game. Watching her yesterday, she's going to be a good player. Already is a good player. Going to be a good college player. Here's Vivaros.
Spire said, we'll give you 2, but we'll make 3.
There you go. Here's Gabriella inside. A little off the block there. They pushed her out a little bit, and that turnaround was way short. Here's Zing inside the Peanut. Oh, no, that's Hennis. Blocked by the official. So Central Florida gets their first stop of the half. Here's Viveros trying to get it inside Gabriella. Mismatch because Peanut's guarding her, and a foul as Maddie Zing came over to help, just a little late getting there. And Gabriella will go to the free throw line to shoot a couple. Central Florida trailing 49-22. 6:36 to go, third quarter.
Ref out there stopping traffic.
She misses them both.
Like we've said all weekend, you must make your free throws.
You go down here and miss two, and then the home team comes down and knocks down a bucket here, and just, missing opportunities, and there's going to be a foul on Teresa Hennis, a blocking foul. So 51-22 the score. Coach Dooley just cheering them on to play defense. They've been doing that. They've played outstanding defense in this ballgame. Just like that, Peanut with the steal. Central Florida, a ton of turnovers in this one. There's Peanut whipping that pass back to Teresa. GG. She's got 13 in the ball game. I talked about her scoring around the elbow a while ago, that she had 2 levels of scoring. She just took that one deep. She scores from all 3 levels. She's got range. Here's Bertel. Flores. A drive off the mark. And here comes Zena. Peanut for 3. Left corner, no. Oh, wow. Rebound hit the floor. Campbell picked it up. Hennis on the drive. She steps through. No good. Gabriella, another rebound. This Spire team, they don't play on the grind. They're not a grind session team. They're playing in this grind session event. But when we get into conversations about national teams, here comes Lauren. She knocks that down to Rubio. And we start talking about national teams and who's good and who's not. Keep your eye on this Spire team. You won't see them, in grind session stuff, but maybe find out where they're at on social media and follow them, because they're going to be somebody to reckon with on a national level. Here's Lauren on the inside. Spin move, just bigger than the defender on that one. 54-26. The score, 4:15 to go. Here's Campbell. Just hand that off to Peanut. And a foul on Gabriella.
And you talk about Spire, how good they are and talented they are. They don't even have their number 1 player right now. The number 1 player in the country on ESPN. So I can imagine having Peanut and Hall and all the other ladies, because it's more than just 2.
Yeah, JP talking about Sanaya Hall, a 6'2" senior out of Lorain, Ohio. So kind of a local girl playing here at Spire Academy. And there's going to be a lot of noise made by this club at the national level. I've got to be honest with you. I think there is like a Geico Nationals, a Chipotle Nationals for ladies. And this team, Mike likes to deflect some of the praise that the Spire team gets and deserves, because they are outstanding. Inside to Castilla. She'll just turn and no foul. Good defense, Zena. He likes to talk about how all the other teams are good, and he knows they're good. That's going to be off of Lauren. It'll be red basketball. But if he gets Sanaya Hall back healthy, they will be a team to reckon with. There's going to be a 30-second timeout taken by Spire. They lead 56-26 in this one. They led 40-20 at the half. So they've outscored Central Florida 16-6 here in the third quarter.
I know Monica, our women's commissioner, she's already talking to Spire about getting them on the grind next year, which would be really exciting because then we could have a couple events out here.
This would be a wonderful venue to continue to come at. Behind that big black curtain that you're looking at that's at the top of your screen are 4 more basketball courts. And as long as this venue goes, there's a soccer field just to the left of us over here. My gosh, is that thing big. Now I know why I don't play soccer.
Yeah, we went over there and looked at it, and
Holy cow.
I looked at CJ and said, I'd make 2 trips down the field and I'd be done.
I'd have to walk it, and I might get 2 trips in. There we go. Oh, I just... See, now there's an unforced turnover. She should have just kept the basketball. And you're trailing, you bust your tail on defense, you get a steal, and then you turn around and turn it over. Here's Frankie. She's a good player.
Like we said earlier, you cannot turn the ball over against this Spire team.
You're busted on defense, and you get a turnover, and you get a steal, and you have an opportunity, and then you just throw it away.
You look
Like
up
right
at the
there, that's just...
Yep. And you look at the scoreboard and you're down by 20.
Yeah, I mean, it's as simple as now that I understand, get that ahead, but you got to make this layup. And they do.
And get back.
That's
Because
Maria
Spire's
Silva.
got the engine going.
58-28. You trailing by 30. Every possession is valued here. Didn't get any of that. Did you understand any of that?
Central Florida was talking in a different language,
yeah.
but
2 girls that were talking about that double team and that trap and just talking it over, and they were both speaking something, but not English, and they were collaborating there defensively.
right in front of us.
Yep. Jump ball was the call on the court. It'll stay Spire possession, 21 on the shot clock. They lead by 30 with 2:30 to play. Might be some discussion as to whose possession. The arrow pointing for Spire. There's Gigi. Great backdoor cut by Peanut.
She just battles.
She is so strong, too, in there. See, now that's just not open. Castillo flashing underneath there. And Gabrielle.
You know, I was talking to Peanut yesterday after the game, and I asked her why they call her Peanut, and she kind of smiled and said, because of my hair. And I said, oh, I thought they called you Peanut because you like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and she started cracking up.
Not a peanut butter and jelly fan, huh? I bet she's had a peanut butter and jelly. What are those things called? Uncrustables or Crustables? Or?
Those are good.
Yo, are you kidding me? My wife called me one day from the store and said they got them on sale, like 4 boxes. What flavors do you want?
Can you imagine them if they had them back when we were kids?
Yeah. We had to make our own, huh?
Yep. Buy the peanut butter, buy the jelly. Yep.
We're going to get another violation if they don't hurry. Viveros driving with her left hand. She gets the layup to go.
Nice drive.
Good strong move. She'll draw the contact, make the basket. And the foul's going to be on Hennis. Viveros will go to the free throw line to shoot 1. As Carlos has Josefina Placenza check into the game for the Golden Bulls. 60-31 our score. Minute 15 to go here, third period. Zing for three. Zing go the strings. Maddie for three. 63-31. Viveros the drive. That's a great shot. Josefina. Oh, you better get back. Here's Peanut. She's so good.
And she's already back on defense.
$65-31. A little high-low screen roll action. Gabriella with the bucket. Bertel, the assist. Just too little for the Golden Bulls. They trail by a bunch in this one. Here's Gigi for three. Zing will knock that out of bounds. And that'll do it for the quarter. 65-33. Once again, all Spire in this one. We've got 9 more minutes of action here from Spire Academy. We'll take a break and come back. This is the grind session. It'll be Golden Bulls basketball as we start quarter number 4 here. The Academy of Central Florida in the white. They trail by 32. I was traveling. That was traveling right there. He stole it and traveled.
And his coffee's gone.
Yeah, he turned it over twice. He threw it away and then he traveled. I think you can see that on right in front of us here on our broadcast position. Inside, Bertel with a good left hand. We've had fun all weekend with the officials here, and a foul's going to be called on Viveros. We've had fun with the officials. They've kind of ponied up next to us here and used this as their locker room right next to our broadcast position. We are across from the scorers table. We don't always get to see and hear what they are doing over there to Monica and the gang. But here's Viveros with knocking that out of bounds. They'll have just 6 seconds to get this ball up the court. And here it is. Let's see if they get it up. No, it is. There's an 8-second violation. So one of the few times that the Academy of Central Florida has turned it over because of their defense.
You know, you've been talking about the officials. We've had a really good crew this weekend on both courts.
Bertel the drive. Does she get the floater? No. Knocked out of bounds. It'll be Spire basketball. $65-35 our score. Academy of Central Florida trailing by 30. They're on defense to home team. Press break. Hennis with it. Back to Maddie. There's Zena. Maddie with the putback. Can't get it to go. Zing, number 6 there, that just missed that putback. She's got 14 points in this ball game. There's inside. Lauren Toribio.
Offensive rebound and putback.
Yeah, easy 2 for the... And there's a turnover by Spire. Viveros. Now see if Central Florida can get a bucket. There's an inside pass. Gabriella. Not able to make that one. Campbell with it. Here's Zing. Eight on the shot clock. Spire swings it around. Here's Hennis. Going to her left. She'll pull up and fire. No. Rebound down to Zena.
You know, we haven't seen Flores in for a while. I wonder if her elbow's okay. And just as I said that, she's at the scores table checking in.
I think she's coming back. So foul's going to be on the Academy of Central Florida. Curran Bertel. As Genesis Flores checks back in the game. 14 on the shot clock for Spire. They lead by 28, 7:08 to go in the ball game. She's a good player, too. She is a good player, too. That's Teresa Hennis, a junior. That's no fear right there. She had the ball on the left wing, kind of free throw line extended, and she just went to her left and laid it off the glass, took the contact, scored, and now we'll go to the free throw line to shoot one.
You try and stop one and...
Yeah, pick your poison,
Yeah.
right? So 31-point lead for the home team. 7 minutes to go in the contest. Our final ball game of the weekend. 12 games here on the YouTube channel in 3 days. Inside Gabriella. Good help defense by Zena. Here's Lauren on the drive.
It's been fun this weekend, CJ.
Yeah, we have. We got to see great basketball. We did this about 3 weeks ago in Atlanta. Hopefully we'll be able to do this again. Here's Frankie McLean. Rebound Lauren. We get to do this come playoff time. Grind session playoffs. We told you to follow us on our social media platforms. Here's Frankie giving that up to Campbell.
Nice bounce pass.
Left-handed layup. That's just good basketball. Follow us on our social media platforms and get schedules. Go to our website and see what we're doing. We've got a couple of more boys events in Score It. Gabriella Bernal with that bucket. But we've got boys events in Daytona Beach at Southeastern Prep Academy next weekend. We will be in Philadelphia at the end of February, and 27th, 28th, and the first day of March. And then it's playoff time on the grind session, the first 3 weekends in March. Elevation boys or men, and we've got women playoffs. We've got power conference playoffs. That's the Prolific Prep, the #1 team in the country on the men's side. Southeastern Prep, a top 10 team on the men's side. You can see all the action on the Grind Session YouTube channels. Steele. Here comes Central Florida. They're still hustling. They trail 70-42, 5.5 to go.
Elevation Conference, we've got 13 teams in the playoffs.
We've got playoff teams, and there's Gabrielle inside. The Power Conference will be 16 teams deep. Girls teams will be 8 playoff teams. Follow us on our website, thegrindsession.com. We'll have schedules and information and news and things. There's Zena on the drive. Timeout, Mike Dooley. And Spire Academy, they've got this one under control, 72-44 with 5:01 to play in the ball game. And all the playoffs, JP, will be taking place in Bowling Green, Kentucky. If you're not familiar with the grind session in the history, 12 years ago when this started, Dan Hudson was the basketball coach at Marshall County High School in Benton, Kentucky. So when the co-founders, Dan Hudson and Scott Waldrop, decided to do this, our home office is in Kentucky. And so when we take our championships, last year we were in Lawrence, Kansas. Some people will say, why in the world are you in Kentucky? Because that's home. That's home for the grind session. So our first 2 rounds of playoffs will be in Bowling Green, Kentucky. I have never been to Cleveland, Ohio. I've never been to Bowling Green, Kentucky. So we will be there for the first 2 weekends in March. And then the third weekend in March, our championships, where we will crown a men's champion and a women's champion. That will take place at the Sports Center in Owensboro, Kentucky. And you can watch all the action on the YouTube channel, boys and girls.
We are going to have a busy March, and I call it March Mayhem.
Yeah. We can call it grind session coming at you. That'll be a lot of fun. Some great basketball. We have so many talented individual men's and women's players.
Fasten your seatbelt.
It's crazy.
'Cause we're going to have some exciting matchups.
Last year, our women's championship, Royal Crown won it. DME, Florida, missed a buzzer beater. 1-point ball game. It was just outstanding.
That was DME's only loss of the year.
Yep. On the grind session.
On the grind session.
On the grind
session.
There's a nice pump fake. One dribble right, knocked down that jumper by Bertal.
South Central is not giving up.
And there's going to be a foul as Genesis Flores picks up that steal and goes strong to the basket. 72-46 the score. So Flores to the stripe. First one off the mark. And what have we said all weekend? Viveros the steal. We've said all weekend, make your free throws. They didn't make their free throws, but they did get a steal and an easy bucket. There's going to be a foul on Campbell.
I like the fact that South Central, although they're down big, they're not giving up.
The Academy of Central Florida.
It's Academy of Central Florida, correction. You know, there's 4:13 left, and they're still battling.
Here's Flores. Going to get that inside to Gabriella, and that's a turnover. Good defense by Spire. Here's Zena. Flores just takes that from her. Viveros goes down and makes the layup. Yeah, they're scrappy. They're going to keep playing till the horn. And there's maybe a travel. A jump ball is going to be called, and it'll stay Spire basketball. So they've got 2 seconds to get it up across half court. They need to inbound this to the front court so they don't get that violation.
And CJ, you're talking about numbers on the scoreboard. We got 344, 74, 48, and fourth period. So I'm playing 4.
4 in the lottery, 5 and 13. That was last time. Turnover. Gabriella ahead to Viveros. And foul will be called on Frankie McLean. And Viveros will go back to the free throw line to shoot a couple.
It's about that time. We're talking about outstanding player. I'm looking at my notes right now, seeing who I'm going to pick.
Off the mark on the second free throw there. Rebound Spire. Here's Campbell. Ahead to Zena. Good ball movement. That's a good strong move. Can't get the layup to go. Gabriella the rebound. Turnover, good defense inside Spire. And an and one opportunity. No, Ella couldn't get that to go. But Broderick will go to the free throw line to shoot a couple as she's fouled on that drive to the hoop.
Spire's subbing in a
Clearing the
handful of
bench.
youngsters.
Clearing the bench, isn't they? They got a bunch of youngins out there. They lead by 23 in this one, 74 to 51, 247. As Ella misses that free throw. Junior out of Ireland at the free throw line. And here comes Central Florida. Boy, I tell you, look at Spire get that ball up the floor. Ella will go back to the free throw line. Foul's going to be on Flores. She's got to have 4 or 5. Getting her money's worth there. As Ella Broderick will go back to the free throw line. See, she missed those on purpose because if she makes them, she's subbed out. Gets the first one, 75-51. And the second one this time. So Central Florida basketball, they trail by 25, 2.5 minutes to go. Here's Viveros kicking into the corner, extra pass. Wide open three. And that's been the story. Silva misses that one, and that's kind of been the story of Viveros, the steal. But Central Florida not being able to make a jump shot. Didn't shoot it real well today. Give Spire credit for good defense. Here's Schultz with the basketball to Campbell. Inside to Campbell. She turns and goes. Second time it hit the rim. Keep playing. Keep playing. Ooh. I thought the second one hit the rim in time. And then the horn blew. And that's one of those situations when, if you've ever done a shot clock, you can't hit reset until you know who gets the ball. Because it changes. If the offense gets it, it's 14. If the defense gets it, you switch it to 24. And the ball will be bouncing around, and you just can't hit reset because nobody has possession of it. And then the horn blows, and everybody thinks that we got to quit playing. And no, you got to just go. As Boyd comes down with the rebound after a couple of misses there from Central Florida.
And CJ, you and I have done a few shot clocks, score clocks in our basketball days.
And it's not easy. You know, people that don't know anything about putting on an event like this, that have never done a book or the clock, You know, it's easy to sit in the stands and holler, "You missed our points. We got 2." They're aware of what's happening. Just be quiet, and they'll get to it. Sometimes you just can't, change the score on a clock. You've got to wait till the clock has quit running and stuff like that.
Especially nowadays with the technology. I mean, you go down to the red court here at Spire, and that shot clock is bigger than the flag in front of us here.
Yeah, it's
you definitely cannot miss that shot clock down there.
Yeah, there's no reason for a shot clock violation, right? So a minute 1 to go. All Spire in this one. And I think that's Heidi Schultz at the free throw line, just a freshman. Oh, and then 23 just stepped out. Now she stepped back in, and and again, everybody's going, "That's a violation." No, it's not. It's only a violation if she misses the free throw. And everybody's screaming at the officials, and then they got it under control. Here's Bertal. Look at that spin move. And I think we had a foul down there. That was a kind of a short whistle. But Curran Bertal knocked that down, and 25-point ball game, 80-55. And she'll go to the free throw line. She's just a freshman out of Columbia. Knocks the free throw down. We've got so much underclass talent.
And that's what I'm thinking and looking at right now. Coach Dooley has to be excited because he had 2 good games here, and his youngsters are getting some time playing against some real good competition, and they're actually doing a really good job. Mm-hmm. They're moving the ball.
Boy, directing traffic. You get over there, I'll go over here. Shot clock. Look at that spin move. Nice. Rebound Central Florida. There's defense. Everybody's still playing hard. Last 24 seconds of this one. It'll be Spire basketball. They don't have to shoot, but I've always felt, these girls don't get to play. Go to the bucket. Shoot it.
Yeah.
You're not running up the score.
Get in the scorebook.
Yeah, and I know Coach Dooley's not going to want that to happen. Class act, but if I'm holding the ball, it's like, Coach, let me shoot this, baby. 80-56 going to be the final. This was all Spire all day in this one. And JP, that's going to wrap things up for the weekend here at Spire Academy.
And our outstanding player is Gigi.
We're going Gigi Quist with the outstanding performance in this one. She didn't get to play a whole lot in the second half because it was a blowout. But it was fun. We did 12 games in 3 days. Want to thank Christy back up here in the camera behind us. Did a great job as always. Monica Moore, our women's commissioner, on the scorebook at the scores table. Want to thank everybody involved here at Spire Academy. Athletic Director Jeff Gonzalez, his assistant Nick Love, head coach Mike Dooley, and everybody that made our stay here at Spire Academy terrific. Hopefully we're back next year. There is another game going on here, but we're not going to live stream it. So once again, we appreciate you spending some time with us on the Grind Session YouTube channel. We'll see you next time. This is the Grind Session. Enjoy your Sunday.